do you want to start off?
Yes, I can. Good morning to everyone who's joining our session. And our session is entitled Workforce Solutions Alamo, Pre-Employment Transition Services and Workforce Centered Resources. My name is Janice Onyejoko, and I am one of the Student HireAbility Navigators with Workforce Solutions. And I have my co-presenter, Donna Mims, who will be joining and also presenting later on as we work through our PowerPoint presentation. We thank you for taking this time to learn about the wonderful services that we have. And so we're going to go ahead and begin at this point. Welcome once again.
As Janice said, I'm Donna Mims. I'm her co-navigator. A fresh face. So she's taking the lead, and I definitely appreciate it. But I'll be jumping in, and as she said, we're looking forward to this meeting. Thank you guys so much for joining.
Thank you, Donna. Okay, Workforce Solutions Career Centers are all throughout this great city of the Alamo, and we also are present in the 13 counties. Workforce Solution Alamo assists individuals who are not only looking for a career change, but WSA also facilitates and provides resources towards trainings, placement, and partnerships. We're viable in every segment of the community, from, we would say, the chambers, local schools, as well as the regional 20 education center. Workforce Solution Alamo assists individuals in every segment of their life, whether you're an individual who is starting your first job, or whether you're an older individual who's looking to change a job placement or even to pick up different skills. The second bullet that's there is Workforce Career Centers are one-stop career centers that offer job seekers employment information. They help in career development training opportunities, life essential supports, and can connect the community to various programs in the 13 county Alamo region. For a complete list of our workforce career centers, we have listed the website, and it comes at the bottom of the presentation, but it's workforcesolutionsAlamo.org. Workforce career locations. And when we're saying this, these at the workforce centers, you can ramp up your skills in resume building. There's also classes on Dress to Success, how to ace that interview to get the job. There's a variety of programs as we go further down in the slides that can help the young person who's a little leery. I don't know what type of career field that I'm going in. Donna, did you want to say a little something?
I can come in after this part since you introduced it in this bullet.
Okay, so the services are all free. At the centers, there's fax machines, there's scanners, there's computers readily available. And not only that, we have equipment available, which is accommodative equipment, and that would be available for someone with BVI challenges, someone who may need TTY services. All of these equipment setups are free to what we call the consumer. One of our models at Workforce Solutions Alamo is we service the universal client. So we have individuals coming in as young as 14 looking for that first summer job, as well as a centenarian who may want to stay out in the work field. Thank you. Next slide.
Okay, I do want to add something here. As Janice was mentioning, we range in services, job seeker services, employer services in particular as well, training and career exploration, adult literacy, veteran services, and I know we had a wonderful presentation just right before us that I sat in on, and it was very informative. Also VR services and counseling, child care assistance and youth empowerment services, which is our YES program. And on the development of employer services, Workforce Solutions Alamo is also committed to bridging resources between the businesses and job seekers. And we offer many services to help businesses save money, improve productivity, and provide a competitive edge. So if you're an employer and you're looking to gain more momentum, even more so what you already have, then the website is, we'll post the website on the chat on the WOVA side, and you can always look that up. And it's on our website, which is WSA, www.workforcesolutionsAlamo.org/employers/how we can help. So when you get an opportunity, check that out.
Thank you. Okay, as I said, Donna and I are Student HireAbility Navigators. We're employed by the board of the Alamo board, and the overall role of the Student HireAbility Navigator is to improve services, improve access to employment and training for individuals with disabilities, exceptionalities, by supporting the vocational rehabilitation and the workforce center staff. The Student HireAbility Navigators areas are to support, to expand, and to enhance. We service as a bridge. We are connectors to the community. Donna and my presence are also in the schools. We work alongside our great partners of vocational rehabilitation counselors to make sure that parents and families are informed of the services to help further and start the conversation towards career exploration. Thank you. As I said before, the Navigators Areas of Focus centers on. As board navigators, we focus on these three major areas: capacity building and system development. By this, we're talking about, we go out into the community, we work with a variety of work groups, we bring individuals together to build the cohesiveness of our community for those who offer disability services. Partnering, bridging, and collaboration. A lot of times we have nonprofit companies here in San Antonio and for-profit companies, and they're just out there alone. But what we do is we connect, we bridge, we partner, we brainstorm together so that individuals can become knowledgeable of services available, whether it's for our focus group, which is 14 to 22 years of age, or maybe younger individuals. And our great partners, VR, they work with the older population also, those with disabilities and exceptionalities, all the way through adulthood and beyond. We bridging, informing, and engaging employees alongside VR. So with this, we work with VR. We have a number of programs that we work with, whether it's the Summer Earn and Learn program, which gives students the first opportunity to lay a foundation to job skills. So we work with VR, we get them involved with the Workforce Solution Alamo business service representatives, which can help find that very unique job that individuals are looking for. This program runs in the summertime, and it will be coming in an announcement in the next couple of months. It's just for the summer months, but it gives that young person with a disability challenge an opportunity to experience what the working world truly is about. And not only that, the financial gain is very beneficial for them. Thank you. As I said before, we have WSA Workforce Solution Alamo centers throughout the urban concentrated area of San Antonio. We're present on the what we call the northeast side. We have a location on the west side, and we have the addresses here. If you also go to the WSA website, you can specifically find the one that's closest to your home. We're present on the east side. We're present on the south side, central San Antonio, as well as our new prestigious site that just opened at the Data Point location, which is just within the medical center area. So you can take the time and find the one that's closest to you. We also, if you can proceed on, please. We also are present out in the rural areas. We know that when a young person or a person of maturity age, they're looking for a job, a lot of times you don't want to drive way into San Antonio. So we have our presence out in the rural counties. We have a location in Pleasanton. We have one in Bandera. There's one in New Braunfels, the San Marcos area, Parasol, Fredericksburg, Seguin, Kennedy, Bernie, Kerrville, Hondo, as well as Floresville. And let me tell you, the staff that works at all of our centers, they're familiar with all of the programs that are available. Right now, a lot of things are being done virtually, but you can also call in. You can also place a question on the website, and believe you me, you'll get a response within, I would say, less than 24 hours. You'll have a response, you'll have a connection person, whether it's myself and Donna that they refer you to for questions towards disability, or they direct you towards one of the great VR locations. You will get a response and someone will help you on your journey to success. Thank you.
Janice, I know you that they can plug their zip code in. They can go to WSA, to our website, and plug their zip code in and find their closest Workforce Solutions Center. On the TWC website, there's also that same feature for both the workforce centers as well as VR centers. So if you're wanting or needing services to both, don't think that you have to be secluded to one or the other. There's an abundance of resources for not only the student who has an exceptionality, but also their family. So please don't think that you have to choose workforce over VR. We're a partnership. And so as many resources as you have available to you, please look into them and take advantage of as many as you are that you qualify for.
Thank you. Okay, we've received these great flyers in the last couple of days. And as you know, during this pandemic, everyone's gone virtual. So we as WSA, we also are looking to be that connector, be that promoter of services that are out in the community. This is one of the great flyers that came through our email, and it's in reference to vocational rehabilitational services. I know everyone could read, but let me just skim through it for you a little bit. VR serves job seekers with disabilities. It's estimated that 1 in 4 US adults have a disability. Having a disability can make it challenging for a person to live everyday life, including keeping a job. TWS, Texas Workforce Solutions, Vocational Rehabilitation, and they're known as VR out in the community. Services help eligible individuals access employment support so that they can obtain or maintain employment. Can you slide up just a bit, Donna?
No. So this is the website that I was referencing, and it's if you can't see it, it's www.twc.texas.gov/VR near me.
Okay, a lot of times individuals might be looking for a job, and as you're reading that job scope, sometimes you say, well, I don't have that skill. Well, that's where WSA can come in. There's a number of virtual classes. There is a number of different service entities out there in which they can help you get plugged into to develop the skill that you need to perfect and to actually receive that job. So give us a call. They answer questions. They serve as a directional path for you. And if you can actually scoot up to the next slide that they can see the other flyers, please.
No problem. And to add to that first part, we really do enforce and try to reiterate, you know, self-advocacy. That's what this is all about. That's a big chunk of our work, as well as our partners at VR and the state is self-advocacy. So having a disability is actually an ability, because those individuals actually provide so many benefits to employers, and that's a part of what we do as well. With it's outside of employer services, but it's within. We do orientations alongside VR to help employers to understand, because sometimes that's one of the challenges that, you know, individuals with an exceptionality face. It's, will an employer hire me? Do they actually see me? Do they know what I'm capable of? And so that's where VR, your navigators, your workforce solution centers, those tools in educating the community and bridging, like Janice said, that's a part of the capacity building. And so please, please, please visit your nearest workforce center and as a career center, as well as reach out to a VR representative and get as much information as you can, because we don't want there to be any disparity in employment, because everyone who is able is able to work. And so we really do reiterate that.
Thank you. And then these are other posters. Each one is different, each one is unique, but it drives the point home. VR is out in the community and helping to serve job seekers. Okay.
And these are two websites to be able to look at what VR does, as well as workforce centers. That gives you a complete list of the services and partnerships and programs as far as apprenticeship opportunities, education opportunities. These two websites, they're direct links, so you don't have to go digging or searching. They're direct links, and they will give you that access so that instead of Janice and I telling you, you will be able to visually see them.
Thank you. And if you can go up to the next one. Okay, vocational rehabilitation services are available virtually. Everyone has a phone this day and time. The young people are on their phone all the time. They have tablets, they have laptops, even the family members. In most cases, the parents are receiving help from their young person navigating their computer at this time. But it's there. This is one of the conversations that the family can start together to look to see what the available options are. Thank you. Donna, I'm turning it over to you.
Thank you, Janice. You did an excellent job. If you go onto the WOVA side, there are, and this is Janice and I's contact information, our direct phone numbers and our email addresses. I'll leave this up for a bit in case you wanted to jot it down, and we'll switch over to the WOVA side so that we can answer the questions that are posted there. And there's also a pamphlet on there so that families can start the conversation, because some conversations are a little difficult to begin, you know, as parents and guardians. And so it kind of takes some of the guesswork. It makes the conversation flow a little bit better. It's asking your student key questions to, you know, as far as, well, what are you interested in? Because they may say, for instance, that they want to be you know, an airline pilot. But though there is a special skill set that comes with that, and it's not to say that they don't have that, but you want to explore that. And going back to our workforce centers and VR, career exploration, right? That's what that is. And labor market information. We want to employ them and help them to advocate for themselves so that they're in gainable employment, because one market may have availability in one area, but if they say they move, is that available there? So we want them to really also understand marketability, but also not limit their capability of wanting to explore anything outside of the realm of what their norm is. Retail is everywhere, but they may not be interested in retail. So if they're interested in career, you know, as an airline pilot, what are the skills that it takes to do that? What's the education? How much money will you have to invest? What is the training? That's what our labor market information and a lot of what Janice and I do to bridge and to share that information. That's a lot of what we do. We go and we do the legwork so that you don't have to, and we provide the information to you. because again, they may have that skill set, but we want to hone in and just really make that marketable so that they don't have to do one thing because they may not like it at the end of the day. So I'm going to move over to